I'm the general manager of the MBTA and the Mass.Rail and Transit Administrator. On behalf of Governor Patrick and Lieutenant Governor Murray, Secretary Mullen, we're here to announce yet another investment in our public transportation network that's being funded by the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act. Also later today, we're going to announce the winner of our Bike Cage renaming contest, which we initiated earlier this month. We decided that Bike Cage was not enticing enough, and my idea, Bike Timeout, didn't win. Bike Penitentiary didn't win, so unfortunately mine were thrown out. But we have our winners here today. We'll also be giving one of the folks a free bike, and then pulling the cord over there to show what the new names will be. So the expansion of bike parking is underway. As you can see right behind me, literally the construction of another bike cage made possible through the injection of almost $5 million in stimulus funding. These are smart investments made to address the needs of our customers, the cycling community. We realize the public is testing alternatives to the automobile. The mayor said 3 weeks ago that the car is no longer king in Boston, and we agree with him. And rolling things out like this bike cage behind us will help our customers who cycle every day to make sure that that happens. These funds will allow us to construct 8 more cages like the one behind me. Cages at Alewife and Forest Hills have already proven very successful, and over the next 12 months you'll see them at Ashmont, North Quincy, Braintree on the Red Line, and Malden and Oak Grove on the Orange Line.
To detect specific materials on your person and around you. Please do not approach or pet police dogs. For your safety, keep personal items in close proximity. If you observe suspicious activity,
it's pretty long, isn't it?
Track personnel or call 1-800-331-0008. If you see something, say something.
See something, say something. All right, that's good enough. We can't do this alone, and we won't. We have the support of several folks behind me today. The first person I want to acknowledge and ask to say a few words, the Deputy Administrator for the Federal Transit Administration here in Region 1, Mary Beth Mello, who's been a strong advocate for not only our stimulus projects here at the MBTA, but across Region 1. She's a true partner, and I'd ask her, Mary Beth, to say a few words.
Today, on behalf of President Secretary of Transportation Ray LaHood and FTA Administrator Peter Rogoff. As Rich said, this is a project funded by ARA, and there are thousands of projects like this all over the country that have really benefited from those resources. And the MBTA has been a fabulous partner in implementing all of the ARA projects we've participated in, and we look forward in the future to get more done and coming to events like this. Bicyclists are really a true partner of transit. We are so supportive of that mode. It is an alternative mode that really connects well and I think benefits and enhances transit. So we're happy to be here today, and we look forward to working with you in the future. Thank you.
Good morning. This is the final boarding call for 9:45 a.m. train.
And as I mentioned, we have strong relationships with several bike advocacy groups here in the city and around the Commonwealth. But someone I want to ask to say a few words who biked over here herself is Nicole Freeman, the director of Boston's bicycling program, someone that we've worked closely with, and in my short tenure I've already worked with. So Nicole, would you mind saying a few words? Where are you? You're over there. There you are.
Thanks, Rich. I'm surprised you assumed because the outfit I biked over here today. I actually drove my SUV, parked it in a bike lane over there. That's it. That's actually a joke. So I want to thank the MBTA. Just 2.5 years ago, Boston was known as the worst cycling city in the country. And in just 2.5 years, we've gone straight up the ranks. We've been ranked anywhere from 13th, 15th, or 26th in the country as a bicycling city. And that's before this year. And this is really, I believe, our breakout year. We've got this cage that I can't wait to park my bike in, hopefully in a few weeks. We've got one down in Forest Hills. Mayor Menino has committed to installing up to 20 miles of bike lane this year. We're going to install another 250 bike racks as well. And when I look at transforming Boston, we're already well on our way. We have a lot of work to do, but it's really everyone here that's going to make it happen. It's the City of Boston and Mayor Menino working with the MBTA, working with the Mass Department of Transportation, the MAPC. It's working with Livable Streets Alliance and MassBike, and obviously the FTA. So I want to just thank everyone here, because this is the team and this is what it takes to really transform a city.
Thanks, Nicole. Now, here's a fellow who I met just a couple weeks ago, but now his voice is booming throughout the subway system because this week is Bike Week. And we asked the executive director of MassBike, David Watson, to not only record a public service announcement for us, but also to be here today to help us unveil it. So, David?
Thank you, Rich, and thanks to your whole team at the T. Who would have thought 2 years ago, when we saw the first bike cage at Alewife, that now we'd be standing here at the beginning of an almost $5 million investment in expanded bike parking throughout the system. In addition, the T has also made a substantial financial commitment over the years to install bike racks on buses. So I would just like to thank the T for stepping up and putting their money where their mouth is on bicycling issues. At the policy level, there's also a great deal of leadership from the T and our other transportation agencies here in Massachusetts. I have absolutely no doubt that Rich means what he says, that bicycling is an integral part of the transportation system and part of the T. I think that we have a little bit more work to do, though. The first thing Rich said to me when I met him is safety is his #1 priority. At MassBike and with the other advocacy groups, we often think of ourselves as transportation advocates, but we're about much more than just getting people to ride bikes. First and foremost, we want people on bikes to be safe. So we are 100% aligned with Rich's and the T's commitment to safety. But the words that we hear at the leadership level and the belief that we know that the leadership has is not enough. We need the T's help to push this thinking and this culture change down to the street level. There's a big difference between people doing something because their boss told them to do it and doing it because they really believe in it and they understand the importance. And we want every person who works for the T to really believe that bicycles are an important part of their job and that bicycle safety is part of their safety commitment. And I know that Rich joins me in working towards that. So once again, I'd like to say thank you so much to the T for unveiling this bike cage. I would also like to say, on a lighter note, whoever wins this bicycle, at the end of the day, I have one just like it, and I would like to offer my services to help you learn how to fold and unfold it. So thank you very much.
You do not want my services to help you fold that thing, by the way. No, not at all. Here representing Livable Streets Alliance is Executive Director Jackie Douglas, also another partner with the MBTA, not only looking at how we can expand for our customers, what we offer in terms of bicycling around the city, but also an advocate generally for public transportation and someone who's been a strong advocate for the T for a number of years. So, Jack.
Thank you. Today is very exciting because Livable Streets has been working with the MBTA, and years ago this was an idea, and it's very exciting to be here, especially during a week where we're celebrating biking and today bike parking. But this is also equally about transit, celebrating public transit. As has been said, it's an integral part to making our system.
Please purchase your tickets prior to boarding. On-board sales from this station will incur an additional charge per ticket. The 9:57 a.m. train to Mapleborough Lakeville now moving on track 13. Please make
Livable Streets is all about advocating for biking, walking, and public transit, and we believe that this is an integral part to making a world-class transportation network. All great cycling cities are also great transit cities because people need and want options. A day like today, you can take transit and bike out or vice versa. So I want to commend the MBTA for making this happen, and thank you to Eric Shire and everyone else who we've worked closely with. Thank you.
Excellent. Thank you. And our next speaker is David Lotzenheiser of the Metropolitan Area Planning Council. David, if you might say a few words for us as well.
Great, thank you, Rich.